The Woman in Black. It's a 2012 horror film that was directed by James Watkins. And the plot is we meet Daniel Radcliffe. Yes, Harry Potter himself. He plays Arthur Kipps, he's this guy who gets assigned to go to this house that is up for sale. And he has to stake it out, research it, get it ready. But what he doesn't know is that this house is haunted. I mean, something terrible happened with this house. And for years, there's been plenty of stories and just a lot of bad energy surrounding this place. So throughout it, he basically finds out the hard way what's going on with this house, and that there's this woman there who kind of runs the place. Now, what I thought of The Woman in Black was, I thought it was okay, but okay at best. I have a couple of complaints about it, but first let me talk about Daniel Radcliffe, because obviously everybody knows him as Harry Potter. The thing with him in this movie, though, is that there's not a lot of dialogue for him. If you watch this movie and you kind of sit back and realize, he doesn't say a whole lot. He doesn't have to. Most of it is just him reacting to things, to creepy things going on in the house, and he has to act afraid of it. And he does that well. Kieran Hines plays Mr. Daly in this movie, and he was in the Harry Potter films. And again, since I haven't seen them, it's probably not as funny to me, but still I can see him, know that he was in those movies, and find it funny that he and Radcliffe is in this movie together. Let's talk about the house and this woman, because obviously this is what this whole movie is based upon. It's supposed to be the creepiest things about it. I wasn't that impressed with that aspect, or the horror aspect of this, because all it was really was filled with jump scares. Jump scares galore. The most cliched jump scares that you can think of, and none of them really did anything for me. All besides one. I will admit there was one jump scare that did make me jump, and I got pissed at myself for jumping. I said "fuck you" out loud because I was so mad at myself for falling for it. But the rest of it was just so typical. You can predict where they were going to go, how it was all just smoke and mirrors and shadows and things in the background that you can't really make out, but then when he turns and then looks back, it's gone. That got very tiresome. Especially, like, there's a moment where there's a dog in the house with him, and most of it was just the dog barking at stuff, and this woman did nothing. She just would show up and scream and then go away. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is she doing? She's really not scary. There's really nothing to her as a threat until you find out, when you get to the point where you see that she's killing kids in the town. And that was pretty disturbing. That was pretty messed up. You saw a couple of moments where she did in fact kill some kids, or she does this thing where she influences them to do something where they kill themselves, so that's even more messed up. So that I thought was quite disturbing. When you get into the backstory of this woman and what happened to her child and why she is so angry and vengeful, and some of the character stuff with Daniel Radcliffe, at least with his son, and what happened to his wife when she died during childbirth, I said, okay, you know what, there is a lot of time and care taken into some of these characters' backstories, and I think it helps that this was developed from a novel with the same name, so I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. But still, I think I appreciated the story and the writing that went into this movie more than anything else. The horror aspect, not so much. I will also say that the ending, I'm not going to give it away, but the ending left me in a confused state, not because I didn't understand it, but because I couldn't tell if it was a happy ending or not. And so there's a part of me that likes the ending, and there's another part of me that says, oh, well, that's kind of sad. Anyways, guys, The Woman in Black I thought was okay. I think from a horror aspect, there's really not a whole lot going on. I could see an audience in the theater eating this up and loving these jump scares and reacting totally to it, But for me, it didn't do anything. I liked the writing and the story more than anything else. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too saw The Woman in Black. What do you think of it? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!